Hi, my name is Angel Wilkins Brinson, and I attend Isaac Bear Early College High School. I'm going to explain what you will see in the PowerPoint to come up called the Cannon Blog. Me and my classmates, Diego, Devin, and Lydia, we created this to talk about what you can be seeing in the near future blogs. What you'll be seeing is pre-gunpowder, which is for the cannon, which I called the cannon. The 1800s cannon, the design, construction, and materials, the variety of ammunition, cannon trajectories and accuracy, military, economic, and political climate, modern cannons, 1900 to present day, howitzers, mortars, swivel guns, and that's it. And you'll also be looking for like the pre-1700 cannons before cannons were actually developed. So I hope you enjoy this vlog and I hope you learn a lot. Thank you.
Before gunpowder and the cannon, we had the trebuchet, which works on a similar principle to the catapult. A projectile is placed at the longer end of a pole in the center and a counterweight on the shorter end. Most trebuchets fire a missile at about a 45-degree angle, and its accuracy and consistency is vastly superior to other siege engines of the time, such as the catapult. The frame was mostly made of wood, and the payload could be absolutely anything from stones to corpses. It made walls less useful and allowed people to kill each other from even farther away than before. There are a couple of different types of trebuchets, but for the most part, when people say the word trebuchet, they mean the counterweight trebuchet, which you can see a diagram of in the bottom left. Trebuchets greatly lowered the length of sieges, which allowed for much faster warfare. Politically, this allowed for borders to change and fluctuate much more than before, because forts were less useful, and could be held for shorter periods of time. It affected the world economically, because many nations had to spend more resources on defenses from trebuchets, and their own trebuchets.
1800s cannon. Design and construction materials. Cannons in the 1800s were long, hollow bronze tubes mounted on a base. The base had wheels so that it could be transported easily and could be placed in any area in the battlefield. The cannons were also lighter than the trebuchets, which helped with transportation. There were also occasionally ropes attached to the cannon to prevent the cannon from moving when being fired. To fire the cannon, you would put black powder, a cartridge, and a flannel into the hollow tube. Then you would put the cannonball into a hollow tube and place a friction primer into the vent at the back of the tube. Then you would pull the string from the vent and the cannon would fire. To make a cannon, you would need a hollow bronze tube, wood for the base, wood or iron for the wheels, ropes to prevent the cannon from moving, cannonballs, and gunpowder. Variety of ammunition. Ammunition used in the 1800s for cannons were called cannonballs. Cannonballs were a completely different process to fire than trebuchets. Here are a list of ammunitions. Round shot, cannonball. Canister shot included many small iron round shot, which broke up when fired, scattering the shot throughout the battlefield. Shell, an explosive anti-material and counter-battery projectile. There were different chemicals and elements required to fire a cannon, such as sulfur, charcoal, and potassium nitrate. Cannon trajectories and accuracy. Unlike the trebuchet that swung around like a parabola shape, the cannon does not swing around. Instead, it is positioned and then in the front is either moved up or down to change the angle. When the cannon is fired, a cannonball comes shooting out of the cannon, but the cannon may move. The cannon was more accurate than the trebuchet, but not by much. The cannons were very hard to position in an angle, and when they were fired, they would move because of the impact of the gunpowder and the cannonball. 1800s cannon shot in an arc. Military, economic, and political climate. Cannons were used in the military as a weapon to kill soldiers, not to break down walls or to spread diseases like the trebuchet. Cannons were globally used to fight wars. This affected the economy. This meant more demand to make cannons in factories, which led to a good economy. Politically, cannons were more mobile than trebuchets, and they were more accurate than ever before. Also, wars moved quicker because of cannons' defense was less powerful.
Modern cannons have a similar design to their older versions. However, cannons from the 1900s to the present have more maneuverability and precision. These are three types of well-known modern cannons: the howitzer, mortar, and swivel gun. The design for the howitzer consists of a relatively short barrel and small propellants to launch projectiles. This cannon is usually on a flat platform on wheels to increase mobility. The ammunition for the howitzer are explosive shells, which can be packed with TNT or nitroglycerin. The role of this cannon is to strike targets that are protected by intervening obstacles and is better suited for striking targets in a vertical plane than other cannons. The howitzer has a parabolic trajectory, a steep angle of descent, and shorter maximum range, higher trajectory, and lower velocity than the gun. The howitzer is very accurate at short range. Economically, it is in high demand during warfare. Politically, it's a great weapon for striking blocked targets at short range. The construction materials are primarily cast iron. The mortar's design consists of three main components: a base plate, a barrel, and a bipod. The mortar can vary in size from 60 mm to 120 mm. The mortar fires ammunition called mortar bombs. The fin-stabilized mortar bomb has a fin attached to the rear of the bomb like a propeller to control its path in flight. The spin-stabilized mortar bomb is fixed to fire out of the cannon rotating to stabilize itself in flight. Both can be either illumination, smoke, or high explosive, which can contain white phosphorus, which is a deadly chemical. The role of this cannon in the military is as an infantry support weapon, and it can fire from trenches or other cover. It is also easily portable. The mortar has a parabolic trajectory, high angles of ascent and descent, and precise accuracy. Economically, this costs thousands of dollars for infantry units. Politically, this cannon is more portable and lightweight than most cannons. The construction materials are cast iron and steel. Swivel guns, also known as small cannons, are mounted on a swiveling stand or fork. The types of ammunition can include round shots and grape shots. The role of this cannon in the military is as a short-range anti-personnel weapon, and it is highly portable. In the modern day, turrets and mounted machine guns are considered swivel guns because of their rotating weapon platform. This cannon has a low parabolic trajectory and precise accuracy. Economically, it is in high demand in wars and protection of restricted areas. Politically, it is highly portable, and turrets are easily mounted on fortified buildings, anti-naval land batteries, combat vehicles, naval ships, and/or military aircrafts. The construction material is mostly iron.